Here.
Here. Javier Benavente. John. Anybody heard from John?
Excuse.
Excuse? Okay. Mark Correct.
Here.
Scott Lawson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Yes, we do.
So we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My phone just went off, so silence your phones. Approval of the minutes. Have you all had an opportunity to review the minutes from November? And if so, either move to approve or move with revisions. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes?
So move.
Second?
Has to be one of the two of you.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. Motion carries. Oh, opposed, like sign. Motion carries. There we go. Got that part down. Do we have police reports?
We do, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon. Angela Armstrong, one of the project manager for the CRAs. Ken Thomas and Phoebe, they are out sick, so Michelle and I, we're going to do our best to run the meeting. She didn't know that she was part of this, but now she knows.
Yay, Michelle, she showed up.
So Phoebe provided, and you have a copy of the police report. We had 4 calls for service, 4 bicycle violations addressed, 8 traffic stops, 8 citations issued. A trespassing arrest at 200 South Beach Street and 2 at City Island Park. The back unit made this arrest. A couple of the shifts had the officer on bicycle patrol during the details. PD have not received any complaints from the merchants at this point, so they will likely mimic the schedule from January.
Very good. Thank you. Any questions? No. None. Thank you. Sounds like things are under control on Beach Street. Staff reports. Public Works.
We didn't receive the public work report for this month. We'll include it on next month.
That's pretty much the same report that we get each week, isn't it? It has all the probably 4 pages of what's going on.
That is correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Do we have a report? Redevelopment Project Manager.
We do. And we provided a copy of the staff report that Phoebe made for this month. And item number 1 is Beach Street Security Update. First Coast Security is still active and providing daily report. If you want the report, as always, please just let us know. We will provide them. They are capturing data. Police Department are active paid 20 hours a schedule for innovating policing for the downtown CRA. This is a special detail approved by the CRA board. If you need more details, just let Phoebe know and she will be more than happy to address any concerns that you may have. Okay. If you notice any activities we need to be aware of, inform us or call the non-emergency number or 911. Item number 2, the Sidewalk Cafe. Last meeting there was question about the Sidewalk Cafe. We're preparing to bring it before the CRA for approval and working on additional details. There will be also a small grant attached to this so we can encourage consistent design throughout the CRA. Item number 3 is the annual budget. You have a copy. It is expense report. Fund 130 is downtown, and Fund 132 is Baloo Road. This is just a clarification because the report from Springbrook is all together, so you may want to review it, and if you have any questions, just let us know. And the first column is the budget item amount that we budget, and then what we have spent from since October 1st till this date. On her note, she said that she will be happy to address on next meeting or via call if you have any questions about the budget or the expense report. Item number 4, see it, click it. Please use the system to help keep our CRA beautiful. Item number 5, new businesses. We have a wave of businesses entering into the downtown and Baloo CRA. This is great as we have more traffic flow and potential revenue coming in the area. Item number 6, new project interest. Phoebe has been meeting with various stakeholders, developers who are interested in doing projects within the downtown and Baloo CRA, which is also great. She's focusing on the strategic plan, revitalizing our CRA from restructuring our blighted areas, sidewalks, roads, providing more housing development and business and more. The list goes on. B, EV charging station. Want to encourage our public to use our EV charging station as this was an investment of the CRA and a request from Public Work. Thank you for being a part of the board. Happy New Year to everyone. I pray everyone had a great holiday season. I look forward to assisting you in your question or input to enhancing the downtown and Baloo Road CRA. Any questions?
Any questions from the board? No?
Yes, you may or may not. I was just curious about the wave of businesses entering the downtown by CRA. Anything specific you can share with us that you may know of?
No, I don't have.
Can we ask her for next meeting, the code enforcement reports? Because for some reason, I saw this weekend that the smoke shop on Beach Streets doesn't have those big signs that they had.
Okay.
And I can't imagine them lasting very long because I've gone by and there's never anybody in it, day or night hardly, or maybe one person works it, and so, which might be a really good thing for the downtown.
Okay.
If they don't make it, I'm sorry, but
Oh, well. I'll ask for the code enforcement report.
thank you.
Yeah, I just noticed that for the first time. Ooh, that's a bright storefront. As to the budget, I think that's something that's you can take a little while to look over, and then we could either call or text or send a message over, and then if there's any discussion, we can go over to the next meeting.
Yeah. Now there is an item, I'm sorry, and Mr. Chair, if you allow me to, if you notice on the first page, there is a negative number on the B Street redevelopment. I just think it's wise that I explain why we have a negative number. This account is designated for the phase 2 of the B Street streetscape from Michigan to Bay. So what we did was we created another project for this year, and we transferred the fund from this one to the other one. Because I know that's a huge amount, and I know that the question will be raised, so I just wanted to explain that.
Does the account that it was transferred show up on this ledger?
It is. It is on the third page. And it says B Street Bay to Michigan Phase 2. It's account 130 600000541 56500-602-601. B Street, Bay to Michigan, Phase 2.
Okay, that number is 1,526,000.
Yes,
No, the,
because
And the
we,
previous number is 1,258,000.
yes, we allocate a little bit more because the project is divided into the construction and the design, so that's why it's 1.5. And also we roll over some of the funds that we had on that account.
Okay. Well, plenty to look at.
Other contractual services also is the accounts that we use to reimburse the Esplanade.
I don't think the Esplanade's been paid.
It's not due yet. The year just started. Their payment is a reimbursement of their property taxes. And then that amount is not billed to us until they bill us. So we don't have an invoice from them yet. The fiscal year, the year just ended unless Joe sent it to,
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying, what the issue was at Riverfront Esplanade.
yes.
Share it with me.
Cheryl is saying that you have not been paid yet. Angela pointed out the account name that we use to pay the Esplanade, and Ms. Cook mentioned that the Esplanade has not been paid.
Let me
Normally
help
we
you if I
get,
may.
yes. mhm.
Okay. We received, I think it was after Christmas, or Christmas Eve, 2 out of 3 invoices. One was for the annual appropriation to pay back capital. It's been expended. The second one was for a December to remember. By the way,
Well,
Joe
this-
Yarborough Riverfront Esplanade. The third payment we haven't received. That was invoiced to the DDA
Exactly.
for the market.
Yes, December, just a clarification, December to remember is not part of this
I
board.
understand that. I didn't bring it up. I'm trying to clarify what was said.
Okay.
Okay, and by the way, well, if it's all right with you, Mr. Chair, I'd like to expand on something. It may be totally legal for you to be privy with information that's not on the agenda that I just published yesterday, but it's very difficult for the attendee, I being an attendee, to know what you're talking about. None of these documents were part of the agenda. None of them are listed in the agenda. And you're discussing things that I can't download. And I think out of equity, every agenda I download and I try to attend the meeting. It's my job. I'm the manager of the Riverfront Esplanade, Beach Street. We're new attendees. Good to meet you, gentlemen. It's helpful if I know what's on the agenda, I have people aboard I report to also. So if we can make that a
If I
little
can
more
address it so
transparent.
that you can hear, when the meeting started, the board members were coming in and we made a comment unofficially that we have a director who's not feeling well and we have a project manager who's not feeling well. She's been on long-term medical leave, so we're filling in. So this particular meeting, we typically do not have attachments that the project manager provides, but we can provide you with a copy while you're here. We do not attach it to the agenda packet. Phoebe typically provides that information, as well as the other boards, the Midtown Board and the Beachside Board. We don't make it an attachment, but it is available to you today. But
Okay,
we do not
that-
put it
that's
as an
fine.
attachment, but we have staff members who are not feeling well.
I understand. When the staff members, and I'm sorry to hear that, when the staff members get back on their feet, it would be on the agenda, we would be able to download and have it part of the attendees' agenda if they want to follow
I'm
it.
going to say it louder. We do not. We make it available at the meeting. We do not. And
Okay.
you can speak with Mr. Thomas about it going forward, but typically we
something
do
to say
not
about
make
it.
it an attachment.
I have something to say about it. If you don't know, Joe was city manager in South Daytona for years and years and years. And I've been on a lot of boards. I serve on boards for the county, attend planning board meetings through my business. Every time I go to them, I can pull up the staff reports, the agendas beforehand and print them out so that I can review them. Same information that Joe's talking about, so that I can go over those beforehand. Before Mark Carrott's he's same thing. He's in the same line of business. So when we're coming into a planning board meeting, we're going to want to see what is the agenda item. What are they talking about? How can I discuss that? What do I need to be prepared for? So although you don't attach them, is what you said, I think it's appropriate that they be attached because they're public record. As for them not being available to you today, they are essentially because you can download them, and so you can have access to them. It might be a good idea in the future that whenever we do this, you have 2 or 3 copies on the table down there for folks that come in. Because when I, for instance, attending a county council meeting, you can go in the back of the room and you can pick up the agenda for the day, and you can pick up certain packages and see what's going on. So somebody that's interested in that item has access to it. Because as soon as it all gets published, it's all public record. So we'll get it to you.
Could he
Yeah.
just have that
I have
one?
extra
that
copies.
He's not there.
I have extra
This one
copies.
not
Oh,
there.
there you go.
Here we go, Joe.
Yeah. You can have John's copy. Now, we're not going to sit here and discuss it with you today because there's a lot of stuff on there, but you can take a look at it. Okay? Well, I think that was a good report. I think you covered everything. She, at least what was left behind was an outline, so we could follow those and talk about them. So, and any questions of the board members? Any discussion? Any opinions? We all have them, so you might as well let one go.
I do have one question on the budget. It's a snapshot. It's always nice to be able to see, some of the historics. Are those available at all? Last year's and the prior year budgets? The prior year? Historical information?
We have
We
it.
have,
You have
yes, yes.
Right. Now, maybe I'll reach out by email and see what you might be able to have. I'm curious about some of them.
Definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
curious about the trends on some of the items.
Okay. But you want the budget that is adopted by the CRA or a
Yeah,
fully report?
yeah,
Okay.
the
End of the year
budget-
report.
Correct, yeah, that'd be
Correct.
very helpful. Just to be able to see the top line items and how they're adjusting.
Okay.
And one other question, just to clarify, the amounts that transfer to the other Beach Street development projects, those include salaries, regular salaries as well? No, they do not.
No.
No, those are ODCs,
And the
essentially.
only transfer that I talk about was the project that is phased, the B Street streetscape.
Yeah, okay.
And I made the clarification because it's a negative 1.2 million.
Yeah.
So we know that there will be questions about why you have a negative number in your budget. And that's the
And
explanation.
those are direct costs, essentially. Thank you.
If there's going to be a capital improvement project, it's going to relate to construction and design. And she mentioned earlier that the reason there's a difference in the two numbers is that the transfer number did have design in it as well. So it looked like the difference was about 250,000 more or less. And so that's probably the design fee for all of those improvements on Beach.
So I guess my question would be is, within that amount, you would expect to have project management, but that's contractor owned, not city project regular salaries within that number.
Yeah, what I'm
That
looking
is,
at on
that is
here.
correct.
Yeah, this has got salaries and personnel and all that. These are the overhead expenses associated with it, but capital improvements are completely different.
And just another note, this is a public work project. So we fund the capital project, the streetscape itself, the construction, the design, and then public works manage the project.
Well, I look at a lot of budgets, but I'm gonna have to spend some time to decipher this one, since the biggie. Well, that looks like, do you have anything else on staff reports? Those are the only items I see.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going 6 staff reports. Next is public comments. Do we have any public comments?
Oh, I thought when you said board comments, you wanted that. But it was just.
I'm working my way down.
Name is Elliot Ward. I live at 1133 Hampton Road, Daytona Beach. I just want to speak. I don't know how much control this board might have over it, but I recently went to a food truck night last week, and I guess the food trucks, they stopped serving at about 9 o'clock. So I got there about 8:15. I was with a disabled friend of mine that's in a wheelchair, and we got our food about 8:30, and we wanted to enjoy it inside the park. And so we went to the park, and maybe being there for about 2 or 3 minutes, we were told that we had to leave. We thought that the park stayed open till 9 o'clock. So being there at 8:33, 8:35, we were kind of disappointed to find out that we had to get up and pack, and we had just set our food down at one of the benches and the tables. So in having to leave the park, we ended up eating at the bus stop bench, our food, which we were happened to be able to notice all the other people that were trying to come to the park and enjoy the Christmas scenery. And for me, it seems like if there's not a cohesive or symbiotic relationship between the park and the events that go on downtown, it seems like that area is going to struggle. The park seems to be a main attraction, but with it not working with the events that are going on downtown, I think that the park is going to miss out on a lot of possibilities of having more and more people come to the park and enjoy it. I think if we have an event that goes on till 9 o'clock, those people, when they leave, they want to go and walk around the park and enjoy the park, take pictures. But if the park is kicking people out at 8:30, and theoretically they're supposed to be open till 9, I think that might be a problem from my perspective. The disabled person that I was with, the restrooms there are a little more handicap friendly than what else is out there. But even before they closed the park, they had already shut down the gates to the restrooms. So, like I said, I don't know how much weight you have on trying to keep them open a little bit longer. If you're going to have an event that goes on till 9 o'clock, maybe have the park stay open till 9:30, just so when the people leave the event, they have the opportunity to walk around the park. I saw families trying to get in. I saw couples trying to get in, take pictures, especially with the Christmas displays. But everything being locked up and security kicking everybody out at 8:30, from my perspective, I just don't see where it's going to make the downtown area an attractive area if when we have a lot of people there to enjoy the park, that they're not being let in or being kicked out.
Are there hours posted for the
Yes.
park?
That's all.
When he gets done.
Thank you.
Please state your name and.
This is the first I've heard of that. We have an office, we have a phone number. What date was it?
The night of the last food truck event,
I think it was last weekend.
Friday
Should be
night.
the Friday,
Just
yeah.
past
Yeah,
Friday night.
Friday.
The second.
What was the date?
The second.
January 2nd.
Yes.
You guys.
But I mean, if
had
there's
told-
normal
yeah.
hours
That just
posted.
happened then.
Yeah, it
Okay.
just happened.
I've been out of town. We closed the park on the south end, south of International at 9 p.m. I'll check into it, I'll find out. We coordinate every bit of our entertainment with, like the market or anything else we're having with Al or whoever's putting on the events on Beach Street. The idea is to work together. We do not stay open past 9, nor will we start staying open past 9. The cost of operating that privately is astronomical. We're not going to change the hours, period, anywhere in the Esplanade, unless there's a private event going on and then you pay to get in. Can't afford it. We have restrooms that are clean. We have the only public restrooms on Beach Street, and they're packed. We have to ramp up that. We open at sunrise the next morning. North end closes at sunset, opens at sunrise. The 9 p.m. hours will not change, never have changed unless there's a private event going on, and then they pay for the extra personnel that's there.
Okay.
8:30 is too early to ask anyone to leave, and I'll get to the bottom of it. Okay. Any questions?
Joe, I do have a question. I have a question about the bridges. They look great, by the way. I know how much work you owe, and my understanding is you're trying to improve the security before you open them to the public?
I'm glad you brought that up. The reason we encourage the city and the county, at least the section of the library, south and north on the west side where the bridges bring people into our Esplanade, is to improve our security for that area. It's been a problem. We've had a lot of transients. They come over and we put up gates when we put $1,200,000 in that transformation. One gate was high, the other gate was low. They jump over the gate. We can't, without additional security personnel, manage that. We have a new gate that should be in on the south side of the library. You know where I'm talking about, where you'd walk through there. It's higher and overhangs the canal to where you can't. We might be able to slow it down and handle it with our existing security. So we haven't opened those bridges yet until that's done. And it's under contract. It's sat here at the city for 45 days for a permit. They're busy. That's one of the delays. It wasn't a financial issue. It's more of a getting contractor legal and getting it installed. But that's interesting. I just checked on that yesterday. What was the holdup? We will have it open, we think, by the end of the month easily. It'll be subject to the same hours, of course. Oh, we won't open it sooner than you think. The waterfowl has been, or the gulls have been wearing us out. The pressure cleaned weekly.
Thanks, Joe.
Any other questions?
Any board comments of what we've discussed today, or in general, or questions, or anything else to bring up?
You guys, any?
No, interested in reviewing the budget and might have questions in the future.
10-4.
I do. Speaking of the Friday night event, I got a phone call on Saturday morning that there had been a, I don't know if you call it a robbery or if you had call it whatever, but after the Friday night event, they always, the food trucks, all of the chairs that they leased, which was up to 72 of them, are put in front of Glenna's place. And at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, the leasing trucks come and pick them up. They got there this Saturday morning and all 72 chairs were gone. So they came to us because of our camera systems that we have, and we've been able to determine, because the police report, they had to file a police report, then our guys went like 3 or 4 hours going through our camera system slowly but slowly to try and get. They were supposed to ask the city hall, who controls the camera right behind our parking, right behind our store, because it probably would get a better view of the New York tagged motor. It's a utility van that has solar panels on the top, white, very distinguished. You can see it stopping in front of Glenna's place. But I don't know if the police officer was not getting back to Al right away, and I gave him the girl that we had. So I have not heard from him. He's been home sick, but so Nobody else's. Glenna's cameras didn't catch it. Luckily, we pay for 26 cameras and we catch it, but I think the city's camera that's right there by the dumpster behind our store that faces south and faces that whole area could be able to help if you guys have gotten any questions about it. I'm not sure who Al would have had to talk to or the police would have had to recommend it from you guys, but it's a lot of money that just went out the door with this New York van that took them away. 5:38 in the morning. So nobody else was around. The street was empty.
Well, you don't have anybody on security patrol that time of the morning, do you? Just the police department, I guess.
Yeah.
And if you're tricky, you can watch the car go by, and when it's out of sight, that's when you go do your dirty work.
Well, but I don't
Who
know
wants who wants
Al would
72
have-
chairs?
Yeah. I don't know who Al would speak to with the city that reads that camera system. So, or if he already has.
Yeah, probably IT. I'm pretty sure the police department already reached out to IT to get the camera footage.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, if there's no more comments, we're going to stand adjourned.